Being named the Heisman Trophy winner is an awesome award that goes to the best college football player for the season. You would think that every Heisman winner was a former 5-star recruit, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you have 4 stars or 3 stars that is given the award, and these players can be considered late bloomers. The Heisman isn't always about 5 stars. Here's a look at the recruiting rankings of the Heisman Trophy winners for the past 10 years. Stay tuned.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine. Whose world?
Now, if we're doing Heisman Trophy winners of the past 10 years, seeing that it's 2021, we're going to start back at 2011, where that Heisman Trophy winner was Robert Griffin III, who was a 4-star recruit. RG3 was the number 6 ranked dual threat quarterback in the 2008 class. Nobody above or below him did as much. Number 1, Terrell Pryor, and number 2, E.J. Manuel also were drafted, but Pryor changed positions in the NFL, and Manuel didn't last long. Now for the year 2012, we have Johnny Manziel, who's our first 3-star recruit. Johnny football looked more like Johnny JV when he arrived at College Station, listed at a generous 6 foot, 195 pounds. He was a number 62 player in Texas in 2011, and a number 374th overall player. He redshirted as a freshman at Texas A&M and then dominated the SEC for 2 years. Coming in at 2013 was Jameis Winston, a 5-star recruit. Winston was a number 1 rated dual threat quarterback in the 2012 class and number 12 ranked prospect overall. As 5-star quarterback recruits go, he more than fulfilled the hype, even though he redshirted his first year. Heck, the fact he didn't transfer is almost newsworthy. Like Kyler Murray, Winston also played baseball. Also like Kyler Murray, Winston made the wise choice to stick with football. In 2014, we had Marcus Mariota, who was a 3-star recruit. Mariota no doubt opened doors for fellow Hawaiian quarterbacks, most notably Tua Tagovailoa, but he arrived at Oregon as the number 491 prospect in the country in the 2011 class. This is one of the greatest hindsight classes in recent memory. Jeff Driscoll was the number 1 ranked dual threat quarterback. Johnny Manziel was number 13. Mariota was number 18, and Dak Prescott was number 20. In 2015 was our first running back, Derrick Henry, who was a monster 5-star recruit. Henry was the number 12 overall recruit in the 2013 class and patiently waited for his time. It came in 2015 when he broke Herschel Walker's SEC single-season rushing record. He finished with 2,219 yards, a Heisman, and a national title. In 2016, we had the electrifying Lamar Jackson, who was only a 3-star recruit, which was the beginning of a back-to-back Heisman winner who arrived as 3-star recruits. Jackson was the 12th ranked dual threat quarterback in the 2015 class. Kyler Murray and Jarrett Stidham were number 1 and number 2. Sam Darnold was number 5. Joe Burrow was number 8. You could argue pretty easily that the 2015 QB class was the best of the decade. In 2017, we had Baker Mayfield, who was also a 3-star. Overlooked, you may ask? Absolutely. Blame it on his size. He was a 6 foot 190 pound pocket passer. Or blame it on an analyst who thought there were 159 players in Texas better than Mayfield and more than 1,000 across the country in the 2013 class. Mayfield walked on at Texas Tech before transferring to Oklahoma, winning the Heisman and becoming the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft. In 2018, we had Kyler Murray, a former 5-star. Murray was the number 1 ranked dual threat quarterback in 2015 class when he signed with Texas A&M. He was a number 34 recruit overall. He spent 1 season at Texas A&M and transferred to Oklahoma. He sat, then starred, and was rewarded with a $35 million guaranteed contract after being selected number 1 overall in the 2019 NFL Draft. In 2019, we had Joe Burrow, a former 4-star. Burrow took the road less traveled from Southeast Ohio to Columbus all the way over to the Bayou, where he finished one of the greatest single seasons by a quarterback in the SEC history. He broke the SEC records for yards and touchdowns in a season and became just the 5th quarterback in the FBS history to throw for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns in the same season. It's hard to say a 4-star recruit overachieved, but Burrow was ranked just number 280th overall in his class and number 19th quarterback in his class. The 2015 quarterback included 2018 Heisman winner Kyler Murray, Josh Rosen, and Drew Lock. Now in 2020, we have our first receiver off the board, Devontae Smith, a former 4-star. From a game-winning touchdown in overtime of the 2018 College Football Playoff National Championship to a breakout 2019 season and next-level 2020 campaign, Alabama wide receiver Devontae Smith developed into a star with the Crimson Tide since his 2017 debut. But before he put together an unprecedented senior year, one that accumulated the Heisman Trophy, a first for the receiver position since Michigan's Desmond Howard in 1991, Smith rise to the top of college football was evident as a top 100 recruit from Louisiana. He was the number 3 wide receiver according to 24/7 Sports. And then currently for this year, 2021, we have Bryce Young, a former 5-star recruit. Bryce Young was the number 1 overall recruit according to 24/7 Sports. Alabama quarterback Bryce Young won the 2021 Heisman Trophy on Saturday, becoming the second straight Crimson Tide player to earn college football's top individual honor. Young ran away with the coveted award, receiving 684 first-place votes, which was 606 more votes than runner-up Aiden Hutchinson. Young was committed to USC before he flipped his commitment to Alabama and sat behind Jones in 2020. He was a top-ranked quarterback and drew comparisons to Kyler Murray for how he played at Mater Dei in Santa Ana, California. And there you have it. Every Heisman Trophy winner for the past 10 years in their recruiting rankings. Comment below, out of these 10 recruits, who do you think is the most special? You know, I might have to go with Lamar Jackson. Or maybe Kyler Murray. But I don't know. Comment below your thoughts. And like up the video while you at it. And like I always say, if you love college football recruiting, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. But until next time,